What is up, YouTube? Welcome to PanFro Games. In today's video, I'm going to be showcasing the best way to shiny hunt Dratini and Dragonair fast and easy with the exploit method. Of course, guys, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. I really appreciate it and support my work by becoming a channel member. And let's dive in. Now, to begin the shiny hunt exploit method, we are going to go over to Magenta Sector 8 and go to the Magenta Pokemon Center here. And then we're going to go up here. Now, you can do this with other Dratini spots. The restaurant one on the other side of the map can also do this too. But I think this one is easier to get set up, and you can actually shiny hunt some other cool Pokemon at the same time. So we're going to go across this bridge. We're going to go over here, and then we are going to roll and hit the Rotom Float. Go over here, and then we're going to climb up the ladder. And when we come up this ladder, we are going to go to the left, go across the spider web. If you have the web up, you just got to hit it with a strong move, and you'll be able to break it. And then we're going to go over here. As you can see, you can get a Dragonair or a Dratini. I think Dragonair is at 5% spawn. Dratini is 95%. And we have a bench here. Now, you can just bench reset this spot, which is why I really love this spot, because you can AFK macro hunt this location with this bench. But the hard part is you're going to need to make sure that you have an alpha Dratini or an alpha Dragonair to start this process. It is a 20% chance they spawn. So you're just going to make sure you're going to keep resetting until you eventually get yourself an alpha. Now, if you don't want to bench reset for the potential alpha, you could just run across here and go essentially down here to just run reset. It's about the same speed as a bench, but essentially every time you run back and forth, you go beyond 70 meters, and you want to make sure you're doing it right. You can put a pin right where the spawn point is. Go beyond 70 meters, the Pokemon will despawn. So that is how you're going to reset for a potential alpha Dratini. And once you get the Dratini, then you're ready to get this exploit method going. So I finally have an alpha Dratini. So once you do, you are going to save your game, and then we are going to begin this fun part. So what I'm going to do is we are going to first try to put a pin right on Dratini, just to give us a little bit of information on how far from the spawn we're going to be. This is going to help for a later step. And then I'm going to try to get his attention. Because it's alpha, it's going to aggro on us. But we want to walk it out. We're going to walk the dog. Walk the dragon. Walk the dragon. Don't get too far, though. You want it to break its chain because you got, it just took it to the end of its leash. So now we're going to save our game. We have broken its leash. Save our game. Now we're going to reload our game. And now at this point, we are going to need to get as far away as possible from the Dratini that the spawn point thinks we need to essentially give us a new spawn. All right, so we got our Dratini, and he is mad. Now, this is fine. I actually want him to chase me again. And we're going to make another save with the Dratini. Now, I went a little bit too far. Okay, now he's got my attention again. Just don't go too far. He's going to break somewhere over here. So we're going to veer over on the long side of the building. And now I'm going to make another save. And now, make sure the save goes through before you reset, obviously. And then I'm going to reset my game. The reason for this is we need to go beyond 100 meters from the original spawn point. And you also can't have the Dratini despawn. If the Dratini despawns, then you can't duplicate the spawn. So what we're going to have to do here is I'm just going to crouch. And the spawn for the Dratini was like right over there, right? 78. I'm actually going to do a little bit of parkour. I'm going to roll and then go over here. The Dratini is still there. But now we're over 105 feet. So this is perfect. We see the Dratini. You can see its eyes through the bushes. It's sneaking on us. And we don't have to really worry. I'm just going to go as far as I really can. Because we made that new point, I know there's not 70 meters between the Dratini and my location right now. I mean, you can obviously double check if you want to. But I'm literally like right over here. The Dratini is like right over here. That is only 36, so you're going to be good to go. So what we're going to do now is we should be far enough away. So we're going to save our game. We're going to reload again. And on the reload, the game should be like, oh, I should like duplicate the spawn. I should make a new spawn because the game doesn't really think that its original spawn that was there is still around. So it's like, okay, I should make another spawn point, right? So we are now back. You can see that the Alpha Dratini is still there, and I'm gonna do a little bit of parkour, guys. So watch this. We are just gonna double check up here. If you couldn't see it from that point of view, you can go up this ladder. And then we're gonna do some parkour back to the other side very easily. You're gonna have to do a dodge and then spam Rotom Glide so you guarantee get it. And then we're just going to go up the ladder. Now, at this point, we are way far enough to get the new spawn. I'm not concerned about that. I'm more concerned about we got to drag the Dratini back to his original spawn point. So we are going to have to do another save reset. And hopefully we can take it over this bridge. Taking over the bridge is going to be the hard part. But while we're checking if we got another Dratini. All right, come on, Dratini. Come on. I want to make sure we got the other one. You can see we have another Dratini, so it worked. Now the big thing is we need to save our game. There we go. So I'm going to save over here, and then we're going to reload our game. So now we have officially have 2 Dratini spawns, and we have moved the Alpha Dratini over here. So we are close to moving the Dratini all the way back to its spawn. We need to get into the actual spawn point to make this a little bit easier. So we still got our Alpha. We still got a regular Dratini over there. So I'm going to move this Dratini a little bit closer, but we don't want to make the original Dratini afraid, or the new Dratini afraid, because he's not Alpha. If he was Alpha, then this part is actually a lot easier. But we need to essentially move the Dratini over here, but we don't want to cross the bridge. Okay, so that was pretty good. We moved them. So I'm going to save my game and reload. And they should be close enough for us for this to work. Now, if it doesn't work, that's okay. We can just reload our save. Because we have a bench, and we can essentially lock it in with a bench. So I'm going to crouch and immediately see. We have a Dratini right there. We have a Dratini right there. I'm going to sit on the bench, and we are going to kill some time. And if this worked out perfectly, we should have 2 spawns over where that original Dratini spawn is. The Alpha should not be next to us anymore. So hopefully this was close enough to the spawn point. And it is. But there we go. We got 2 Dratini and we got a Dragonair. So there you go. We have 2 Dratini and we got 2 Dragonair. Now here's the best part. We are going to save our game. And now, if you have like a macro controller, like an 8-bit Pro 3, which I have, you can I have a link for that if you want to get one of those. You can just bench reset for both Shiny Dratini and Shiny Dragonair. They both have the same Alpha chance, and you can just bench reset, which is going to be really nice. And they're both Alpha. Just like, look at that. That's pretty freaking cool. So we're just going to keep on bench resetting, and hopefully, like, we will eventually get a shiny one of these, and this will be the best method to actually shiny hunt Dratini in the game. 1 hour bench resetting equals 1 shiny Dragonair. There is also a couple of shiny Bellsprouts we got here too, so you are shiny hunting for those at the same time. You know, I already got a shiny Alpha Dratini and made into my Dragonite, so I'm pretty happy with this Dragonair, but you are still rolling on 2 spots. So we got the Dragonair slot locked down. You can keep on bench resetting for Dratini, and you have a 20% chance that either slot could have been an Alpha when they spawn in. So hopefully you get a shiny Alpha by doing this, but you definitely can do it, which is really awesome and is going to be the most effective way. Now, besides Bellsprout and Dratini and Dragonair, you're actually also shiny hunting for this Eevee. It only spawns during the daytime on sunny days, but make sure to check because you may also get a bonus shiny Eevee, and there is a fletchling that no one really cares about. But it's a really good spot in general. Now, I will say this. Both of these Pokemon are skittish when they're not Alpha. So the Dragonair will run away from me when I try to catch it right here. So I will always recommend that you save your game before you try to take a catch. And just make sure to reload your game if you have failed to catch the Pokemon. That is going to be very vital here. And we are going to just try to knock it out. I'm going to decide to drop a Draco. See if I can drop a Drake on this Dragonair. I actually somehow missed. So that was crazy. Maybe Draco Meteor is not the best move to try to get the capture. But as you saw, he ran away, but it's okay. I made a hard save, so it's like totally okay. Just make sure you save your game. The game only auto saves when you make a capture. So we're still good. We can still try this again. Maybe I'll just run up with like Alligator. Well, guys, I hope this video guide was helpful. And if it was, please leave a like and subscribe. And don't forget to check out my other videos. I got other shiny hunting guides and exploit guides for Legends ZA. And of course, we'll be covering the DLC when that releases soon. Anyways, guys, peace out and have a great one.